I still remember a morning in Paris when a young woman smiled at me and said, "Ma'am, your hat and glasses truly tell a story." It was such a lovely moment, but it really made me think. What story is your style telling? Is it a story of confidence? Or is it more of a muted message that gets lost in the crowd? Do you ever feel that your outfit, no matter how carefully chosen, is just whispering, when what you really want is for it to speak? So how do we turn an outfit from simply nice enough into a silent statement? A story that makes people pause and take notice, without you ever having to say a word? The secret, I've learned, isn't about buying more clothes. It's found in the art of the finishing touch. Today, I'm going to share with you the key to unlocking that story, using two of the most powerful accessories in any elegant woman's wardrobe. And that key, perhaps surprisingly, is found in two classic pieces we're about to explore right now. Have you ever thought about why a simple hat or a pair of glasses can completely change how you feel? It's not just about fashion. There's a little secret to it, something almost like magic. A hat creates a lovely frame for your face, and a pair of glasses brings a gentle focus to your eyes. They don't hide you at all. In fact, they do the exact opposite. They invite people to look closer, to see the warmth in your smile and the light in your eyes. We've all seen it in those timeless photos. Think of Jackie Kennedy Onassis with her signature oversized sunglasses. They weren't just for privacy. They created an entire aura of elegance and mystique. Or the wonderful Diane Keaton and her collection of hats. On her, a hat wasn't just an accessory. It was a symbol of a wonderfully independent and creative spirit. As the designer Michael Kors once said, accessories are the exclamation point of a woman's outfit. And it's something I feel in my own life. There are days when I'm feeling a bit weary. But the moment I put on a swipe of lipstick and a great pair of frames, I feel ready. It's a small act that makes a world of difference. But this isn't just about feeling good. There are some very real, very practical benefits for us. First, and this is so important, is protection. Experts at the Skin Cancer Foundation tell us that a hat with a brim of just 3 inches can block nearly all of the sun's harmful UV rays from the delicate skin on our face, neck, and ears. And a good pair of sunglasses isn't just a stylish choice. It's a crucial shield for our eyes against things like cataracts, something so many of us are mindful of as we get older. Aesthetically, they're little masters of illusion. The right hat can cast a soft shadow that diffuses that harsh overhead light we all try to avoid. And a beautiful pair of glasses can be your best friend, hiding the evidence of a night of tossing and turning. There's a wonderful little concept in the world of styling called the third piece rule. If your top and your pants are the first 2 pieces, a hat or a beautiful scarf is that third piece that pulls everything together, turning a simple outfit into a thoughtful, finished look. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but hats just make me look old. And I get it. I truly do. It's a thought that has crossed many of our minds. But I am here to gently say that this is one of those old myths we get to leave behind. The wrong hat might feel a bit off, but the right one, oh, it makes you look chic, interesting, and so full of life. I'll share a little story. For years, I avoided hats because I was afraid I'd look like I was trying too hard. I felt a bit invisible and didn't want to draw attention. Then one day I found a simple camel fedora and decided to be brave. A dear friend saw me and said, "That hat is just fabulous on you. You look so poised." And I realized the hat didn't help me hide. It helped me show up with a quiet confidence that was all my own. So I'd love to gently ask you, have you ever wanted to try a certain style of hat or glasses but held back? Maybe because of an unspoken rule or just a little bit of fear. If you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Understanding the why behind all of this is the first, most wonderful step. And now that we're on the same page, we can move on to the fun part. Learning how to find those perfect pieces that feel like they were made just for you. All right, let's step into the wonderful world of hats. I've always believed that every hat has its own little personality. And choosing the right one isn't just about picking out an accessory. It's about finding a little piece of yourself that you want to share with the world today. Let's start with the classic fedora. With its smart, structured shape, it's the perfect companion for those days when you need a touch of sharp, city-chic confidence. On the other hand, the lovely wide-brim hat whispers stories of romance, a leisurely garden party, or a quiet afternoon with a good book. If you have an artistic soul and a love for that subtle Parisian charm, then the beret is for you. And of course, we have the legendary Panama hat, the ultimate symbol of effortless summer elegance. So breezy and natural. So, how do we choose the right one from so many lovely options? I like to follow 3 little golden rules. First, and this is the most important, is proportion. A good rule of thumb is that the brim of your hat shouldn't be wider than your shoulders. I once made the mistake of buying a hat that was far too big, and I honestly felt like a walking mushroom. We want the hat to frame us, not swallow us whole, right? Second is the material. Try to choose natural materials like wool felt for the cooler months and beautiful straw for when it's warm. True elegance is something you can feel, and the texture of a quality material makes all the difference. And third is color. If you're just starting to build your collection, begin with the timeless neutrals. A lovely beige, a rich camel, a classic navy, or a soft ivory. They are always appropriate and make pairing with your wardrobe so simple. Now, let's talk about the magic of eyewear. If a hat is the frame, then your glasses are the beautiful picture inside. They tell the story you want to share, or gently keep the little secrets you want to hold close. In the world of glasses, there are 3 classic shapes that are just wonderful for us. First is the cat-eye. With that gentle upward sweep at the corners, it gives your face an instant, subtle little lift. It's so incredibly charming. Next, we have the oversized frame. This is my personal secret weapon on days when I'm feeling a bit tired. It not only covers that delicate skin around our eyes, but also creates a wonderfully glamorous, movie star incognito feel. And finally, the square frame, which is a perfect choice to add a lovely bit of definition and structure to a softer, rounder face. So when you're shopping, keep this little mental checklist with you. 1. They must fit perfectly. They shouldn't slide down your nose when you look down. And they certainly shouldn't leave those little red marks on your nose. Comfort is absolutely non-negotiable. 2. The frame color should harmonize with your skin tone and hair. A little tip. Sometimes a soft tortoiseshell is much more gentle and warming to the face than a harsh solid black. And number 3, and this is a must, the lenses must offer 100% UV protection. Our eyes are precious, and they deserve the very best care we can give them. So I would just love to know, in your own collection, do you find yourself drawn to the classic lift of a cat eye? Or do you love the glamour of an oversized frame? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your favorite pair. Now that we know how to choose our beautiful pieces, let's talk about how to bring them all together to create looks that feel wonderful and truly authentically you. You know, when we take the time to choose something of real quality, something that truly makes our hearts sing, it stops being just a purchase. It becomes an investment in our personal style. And just like any other precious investment, it deserves to be cared for with a gentle hand. I have a beautiful straw hat that belonged to my mother. It must be over 30 years old now, because she always carefully stored it in a box after each summer. I can still wear it on my own adventures today. And every time I do, I don't just feel elegant. I feel this warm, comforting sense of her right there with me. Tending to our cherished items is, in a way, how we keep their stories and our memories alive. So, let's go over just a few simple but very important little tips. For our hats, it's good to remember that gravity is always at work. If you leave your hat sitting flat on a shelf for a long time, the brim can start to lose its lovely shape. The very best thing is to keep it in a hat box. But if you don't have one, a wonderful trick is to simply store it upside down, resting on its crown, so the brim can breathe and isn't being pressed down. It's a small thing that will keep it looking beautiful year after year. Now, for our glasses, if you remember just one thing, let it be this. Please don't use the corner of your shirt or a paper napkin to clean them. Paper towels are made of wood fibers, and they can create tiny little scratches on the surface of the lenses, damaging those important protective coatings. Instead, always reach for that soft, microfiber cloth that came with them. It was designed especially for the job. And one more little word of advice. Try not to ever leave your glasses in a hot car. The intense heat can warp the frames and ruin the very UV coating we so carefully chose to protect our eyes. These small acts of care are really about something much bigger, aren't they? Caring for your hats and glasses is a reflection of how you care for yourself, with respect, with gentleness, and with love. We're taking the time to preserve the very things that help us feel beautiful and confident. I'd love to ask you, do you have a special accessory that holds a dear place in your heart? Something that has been with you through the years? Please share its story in the comments below. I would so enjoy reading it. And now that we know how to choose and care for these little treasures, we're ready for the final and most important step, wearing them and enjoying them with all the joy and confidence in the world. At the end of the day, what's most important to remember is this. Hats and glasses aren't here to hide our age. They're here to honor it. Our style, at this point in our lives, isn't about trying to look younger. It's a beautiful display of our own personal legacy. A legacy of wisdom, of experience, and of a beauty that is entirely our own. So, I have a gentle invitation for you. A loving little challenge for this week. Go to your closet, find that one hat or pair of glasses you've always felt a little hesitant to wear, and put it on. Step outside and just notice how you feel. Chances are, you won't just see a different reflection in the mirror. You might just feel like a different person on the inside. This is truly a journey we're on together. A place to share and to lift each other up. And if you believe in that too, and you'd like to continue these conversations, I would be so delighted if you chose to subscribe and become a part of our community here. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And always remember, true style never fades. It just learns how to shine in new, more brilliant ways.